Welcome back to some more Beyond Legendary Long War of the Chosen, and most importantly, Happy New Year. A little bit late because, I didn't quite know when these episodes come out. This is the first episode I record in the new year. The last couple episodes were recorded around Christmas, so it's also been more than a week since I last played this campaign, and I certainly remember every single little detail. Nothing to worry about there. Anyway, smash and grab, 6 people here. 5 crates, thank you, game. Very nice, very nice. Evac is not terrible. I guess at least we can probably put our sniper, I don't know, on this thing? Maybe on this roof? Don't have to worry about collecting a crate of them. We definitely want...
What could possibly go wrong?
You up front, scouting ahead a little bit. At least very close to activating here. We do have shots. Option 1 is we just move up a little bit. Maybe Overwatch. Lead the target probably on the Destroyer Commando. And option 2 is we go aggressive. I think I like option 1. The question is, do we want to smoke so we get the aim boost? The aim boost persists even if we move out of the smoke and it lasts for 2 turns.
Catch!
Some combat trucks going here. Just hope that this is not... I don't think smoke grenades have a loud explosion radius. Yeah, okay, it didn't put them on yellow alert, so... should be fine.
I should be up there, hunting.
Yeah, get you there.
Okay, I'll go.
A laser cannon here overwatching. You get some focus. You set a lead on this guy, and then you... Sure, if we have any chance of getting anywhere a little bit closer for that shotgun action. I mean, since they're not on alert, we don't really need to worry about cover.
Let's get crazy. Let's get started.
Moving to Overwatch.
Let's hustle, people!
Greatest damage I've ever seen. He's down, so no ablative for those guys.
It has to be dead.
Could even attack here. And not hit the other guy. What do we have? You can only attack this guy. You have open fire, so if we attack with somebody else first, that lowers your chance to hit. Just take this shot. Sounds like we hit something. Okay. Cryo Rocketeer? No, okay. Does not have any shenanigans that lowers my... or freezes me when I attack. Worst case, we have a teamwork to get you out of that position.
Armor still holding.
You just wanna be moving up here. Take the 73 here. See what that leaves us with. Boom.
That's it.
I can avoid using running gun here. I would really like to use that. God, I wish I had put a bayonet or something on your weapon.
Let's get this show on the road.
We need 1 damage.
It's
I
still
think
moving.
we got a running gun then. Or reveal my scout, which I don't want to do. You know what? Okay, let's...
Okay.
What my chance to hit is here, 68. No, that's not good enough.
Look right here. It is the most gorgeous thing you have ever seen.
And a very happy Ogbomo show to you
This
and
is an
yours.
extremely well-equipped mechanized combat unit. We'll need to look for vulnerabilities if we're going to take that thing out.
Is it a firing position?
We gotta... I should have taken a second here to look at the mech to see its stats. First things first though. Got a 94 on this guy. We haven't even moved so far, which is bad because, you know, we get the hunker down if we get a kill, but we can't hunker down if we're not in cover. You wouldn't mind killing the turret though?
I'm trusting you here.
We can even do that just with you without using the sniper shot, and then we can reposition Paulo a little bit.
It's dead. It has to be dead.
They moved somewhere in there. Man, that turret is... that detection tower is a little bit in the way here.
What could possibly go wrong?
Gonna do that? Basic trooper, okay. Should be able to, like, come in like to that position here behind. I don't want to peek around on the pillar. On the wrong side, that is. What do we do here? Much as I'd like to get an extra focus, I think it's probably the wrong call right now.
Heading out. Roger, holding.
Be done. Okay, so what can we do here high ground wise? This I don't like. anything about this building. Evac is on the left, but I'm kind of thinking going to the right to shoot past the right side of the statue. Man, with these high cover objects, it's a lot of line of sight blockage here. Is your buddy, Contra?
Follow me.
I should be up there, hunting. Covering.
Not a fan so far. Okay. Mech did not move at all.
Is it a firing position?
At least we got line of sight on it now. Definitely gonna need a grenade or two to soften them up a little bit. Can we afford to waste an extra turn to get Paulo up here? I'm not sure. Like, if we grenade these two, and with the cannon shot on the Mech, that's like half the work done, I'd say. Just really don't like my positions here.
I'm going.
And get extremely unlucky, it should also shred the Mech. Like, if you only roll 2 damage, then we just kill the ablative. We don't actually shred. Don't do damage to the HP.
Take this.
Well, we shredded and did not do damage to the HP, so don't listen to what I say. Clearly have no idea what I'm talking about. That was also not the move I expected them to do. That is actually even worse. Also like that this is telling me, hey, you're flanked if you go here. You don't see anybody, but you're totally flanked. Might have to break concealment here. And I don't think this is the right time to go in. Ooh, actually, go in. Yes, like we're gonna activate more groups if we do this. That's the problem here.
On your order.
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna Claymore. Not gonna Claymore. Okay. So I'm thinking we're gonna just AP grenade to hopefully kill the trooper. And then disabling shot the mech. Like it when a plan comes together. Just wish that was the case right about now.
Well, at least the impact noise sounded nice. It'd sure suck if any of us got shot out of position.
Okay, I'll go. Overwatch.
Oh, I hate this
Line
job.
of sight to the mech from there. I want you to just have line of sight on the trooper to potentially take a shot here. Yep. As the rest of the party.
I got it, right?
Not taking shots. Don't think we have any good grenade options here. I'm very concerned about the Viper. Froststrike, don't care too much about Sedated, it's like, eh. It's an enemy. All I'm gonna say. You have an AP grenade left. Maybe we can hit both of those. Alternatively, you have some smoke left. Hit both of them, okay. Don't hate it. 10 to 12 enemies, so we had 8 right now. There's still another group out there. We have a mimic beacon thing. Gonna eat some damage here. Would mean we needed teamwork to get you out of there. So what we could do then here is move up and teamwork. I was going to say some shenanigans with run and gun, but that's not gonna happen. How do we kill the mech? How do you kill that which you can't see? Kinda hoping that I can set up the mech for a pistol shot here. Kinda. Oh, I still see the Sedative. Okay, even though I technically don't see it. Do this. I'm not sure why we have 2 damage instances there, 1 for 5, 1 for 1. But I'm not gonna ask any questions. I am just gonna be concerned about the frickin' Sorcerer. Oh, now I can reach that spot and can actually see the Mech. Wonderful.
That's it. My weapon's spent.
It's Purifier, huh? Okay. Do that, and then depending on the result of the first stab, either stab again or just get the hell out of there again. That's the amount of damage that triggers my get the hell out of there reaction.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, and then I just need a spot like
get
this where I can teamwork.
And if yours doesn't come out looking exactly like this, that means it's better.
It's a little bit aggressive. It's a little bit grouped up. Where can the Sorcerer go? He can come up here, but he can't take cover anywhere. Like, he can't go to that spot, so I guess this is fine.
I'm on it.
Very nice. Survived with 1 HP, so it might take another hit here. You're doing Psi shenanigans. Doing a lot of Psi shenanigans. We actually have a shot.
Just give me a second to catch my breath here.
Yes, technically it is a shot, yes. Also, you don't have any ammo. Now, I'm fairly certain his Overwatch is... Is it pistol Overwatch, or is it like a emulator Overwatch so it doesn't trigger when we get too close? No, I think we can just run that here in the low cover. Get a little bit closer and then grenade these two. Pick up the loot in the process. A lot of things I like about this move.
It is gorgeous.
Don't like is wall blocking my grenades. We don't have anything. We could lead the target on this guy. Having a sorcerer not controlled is always a bad thing to have, and I don't think we have any flashbangs or anything like that. Wish I knew when exactly his stuff triggers. So I was thinking getting a Claymore somewhere in here that hits then the Sorcerer. Which I can then trigger by throwing the grenade over here. Good luck predicting whether or not I can throw that. Alternatively, if we attack the Sorcerer from behind without it being shredded first, that's not going to do much. Let me do a little pixel hunt here. Be so nice if I could hit both of them. I guess the problem with the Purifier is also that we don't have we don't really have any way to deal with him. Right. We need to shoot him and we don't have the shots right now. See the guy from here, so if I can get Contra back to position where we can teamwork Paulo without exposing ourselves stupidly. Would have a sniper shot on this guy. We do it from there. So it would have to be here. Would throw smoke then on top. So I'm imagining, like, go on here, teamwork, take a shot at the Purifier, cancel his Overwatch, we grenade the Sorcerer, and then we come in with our Witch and attack from behind, killing both. Still leaves the Frost Ride uncontrolled, with my Gunner not having ammo and not having line of sight. And our combat engineer, yeah, then probably smoking up these two here. Because it all depends on Paulo actually hitting that shot.
Who says he only got one shot?
Gotta be here. So interesting. That makes no sense to me that this wouldn't also be line of sight, but okay.
Yeah, sure.
Alright,
Isn't that a kick in the ass?
that makes things a little bit easier. That frost explosion hit you there? Interesting. Can do this from that position, which is way safer.
Target neutralized.
Don't slow me down. Grenade out.
A little bit defensive smoke here.
Let's
I
rock.
think we're just gonna overwatch and hope that we have, thanks to this hole in the wall, some weird line of sight on that frost guy if and when he moves.
I'm on it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
On the move. Target package secured. Target eliminated.
Alright, assuming that's all of them.
Rolling out.
Great. Two up top and one in the back there.
Affirmative.
I have the asset.
I don't 100% trust the piece yet.
Someone want to take this?
I don't like where this is going.
Okay.
Let's see if we have an alien turn here, or if it just flips over to my turn. You get the other crate. There's alien activity. Okay.
Fine. Look at that, yeah. Shiny things.
What's over there? It's not explosive or anything, right?
Today, the paint salesman's in town. Super. Let's have some fun now.
Alright. Now, where's the last enemy, and what kind of enemy are we looking at? Get out there, 5 turns. Might just be a case of, I don't care, I'm just gonna run it. Turns is kinda comfortable amount of time.
Heading out.
Let's see what kind of stats we get here with 3 focus used on the summon. Same as with 2 focus. I would say that's probably not worth it then. We could be talking about a solo drone, or we could also have another mech here. I kind of really just want to know what we're looking at. There is another mech.
Are we gonna find more aliens there?
Go, go, go! I guess that'll be okay.
Sure.
Shot from there. But we'll have to see how the mech moves. But I'd rather have that information and potentially, you know, waste that guy than screw around for 2 turns trying to find that last enemy group.
What's over there?
What?
Have any idea how valuable that thing is?
How in the world did you manage that? I guess that max damage crit. Do I have a heavy barrel on this? Yes. Oh, that heavy barrel value. Okay.
Light them up.
Easy game.
Short of picking up the loot.
Got it covered.
Okay. Man, if that group would have been anywhere over here and activated as I was doing my big moves there, that
Shoot, let's
might
get
have been a
creative.
very, very different mission.
Moving out.
All right.
That's kind of the thing where, you know, if you just look at the results where it's like, oh, another flawless mission, and then it's like, yeah, but just that was one pot position, a slightly different position pot, and it would have been some serious wounds and
I hope you know what you're doing.
just generally not having a good time in that case then.
Let's get this show on the road. Copy that.
Like a thin margin always between these results. Anyway,
I'm going. Avenger, this is Firebrand. Package is secure.
ready out with 2 turns to spare.
On the move. Fine, fine.
Hope I won't activate any aliens.
Let's have some more fun.
Will do. Heading home. All XCOM operatives are secure. Firebrand is returning to base.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
After the war's over,
Get MVP, you get a picture if you don't have one yet. That's the rules around here. Now I don't know what's actually happening on the Geoscape, because loading into the save, this mission, you know, popped up as in must launch now, so I couldn't take a look around. So give me a minute here in a second to you know, re-familiarize myself with the campaign.
hell of a job.
There's a couple of promotions here. Like to see that. Okay, let's start here because that's an autopilot thing. Same thing here. Gunner, holo targeting. Yes, thank you. Hitman. Oh yeah, right. So this is a bit of a weird one where I'm never 100% sure. So overkill, you know, helps you secure those killing shots to regain or maintain your stealth with assassin. It's really good, right? Especially then also if you get Hunter's Instincts, then +4 damage with pistol. Suddenly your pistol is doing a lot of damage against flank targets. So you can take these shots more often. On the other hand, if we're just scouting around, having sensor overlays and 10% crit for everybody in the squad feels really good. And I mean, Shadow Step's good in a pinch, but I think it's definitely the least of these choices here. Which, you know, Shadow Step is a great perk. Don't get me wrong, but for the role of the Hitman as I play them, as a stealthy, scouty officer kind of guy, it's got to be between these two. I don't remember if sensor overlays from multiple sources stacks. Man, I feel like... Let's grab... I'm grabbing Overkill. I think usually I go sensor overlays, but let's go for Overkill. I think early game might actually then also be kinda nice. Like, +2 damage is significant if my weapon is doing 4 damage average, right? Alright, witch time. Invert, pillar, fuse. I do like pillar a lot. I do like invert a lot. And I think fuse would give you a nice ranged alternative if it's too risky to go into melee. Oh, there's also one thing I should mention. After reading through some of the comments, apparently, so deep focus currently gives us 1 extra focus, you know? But since this is not a class that's technically designed for Long War, it's more designed for vanilla, in Long War, additional gauntlet tiers increase your focus cap. But this doesn't stack with deep focus. So once we get magnetic tier gauntlets, we're gonna have free focus, and this perk is then gonna be just a dead pick. So I'm kind of wondering if we at that point just respec. Well, we're still a little bit away from tier 2 gauntlets, tier 3 gauntlets, whatever you want to call them. But it feels bad having a dead pick in the tree, so we might just respec either via training center, or since I kind of feel like I didn't know that was the effect, I might just do a respec via console. Anyway, so but that also kind of then tells me if we were to respec and then probably pick up rending bolts, it doesn't say that it costs focus. I would be very confused if it didn't. Then again, it does have a cooldown. This is like one of those tooltips that gives you a lot of information, but then also feels like cooldown length decreases if cast to 5 focus. Okay, what's the cooldown to begin with? And how much of a decrease are we talking about? Okay, cooldown permanently reduced to 1 turn if you have Neverworld Bridge, which is... So if you're at least a Voidseer rank... God, I gotta rename these ranks to normal rank names. I hate custom rank names, sorry. Oh, I don't mind people being creative, I just really want to know what everybody's rank is and see from, you know, at a glance, oh yeah, that's a sergeant, that's a tech sergeant, etc. So anyway, yeah, I think Fuse and Rending Bolt might just, you know, both be for the same situations where I can't melee and then want something to do. So I think then Rending Bolt is gonna be the choice, so it's gotta be between Pillar and Invert. Grabbing Invert. Shotgun Finesse over here. Wonderful. Crystals, alloys, 75 supplies is a nice number. Another Ideum core. Alright, so we're about to finish our research and development facility, which we then want to immediately upgrade and throw our engineers in there. Clearing the debris up there of autopsy, power relay. 14 days to supply drop, 10 days to skirmishers. Cool. We are searching here for missions with a scientist. So we want to find our lib 3. Okay, and over here we are infiltrating an anti-dark event mission. Dark events in preparation are parkour, and then 2 hidden events that I might remember what they were. Okay.
Laboratory facility operational.
Good old unskippable cutscene. Unskippable long cutscene. So, if we want to upgrade this, that's 175 supplies. Well, we definitely 125 even. I know numbers. I've used numbers a lot in the past. Okay, so definitely want double scientists here. And we definitely want to put one of our engineers in there. So that we can start excavating this, I guess. I'm looking at that. So the first power coil you unearth kinda wants the lab. I guess maybe we should actually prioritize this. Then I think once we excavated this here in 4 days, then we buy the upgrade, throw the engineer in here, and go diggy diggy. So we currently have 1 power left over actually. So we could get 35 UTS training station, and then we still have 50 for this. Any projects worth doing? Opening crates. The maybe. Not if we want to keep the money for this. Well, we get some money from this. We get, what, 43 supplies? I think it's about time we get an officer training school.
Commander, we've pushed our current power systems to the limit. We don't have any capacity to spare, which means we can't expand our facilities further.
Alright, and then we probably throw in... Yeah, so Contra just made Sergeant. So we could train him all the way to trial by fire here. Yeah, right. So here's the thing. A lot of this stuff is kind of middle of the road. Well, let's take a look here. Smart machine gun, I don't care too much about. Inducer carbine, even this version might actually be kind of nice. That has this, I can reduce all my cooldowns. Like, just having an inducer carbine for your psionics later on is just a good thing to have. Acid launcher might actually be fairly strong at the moment. The shotgun is a decent upgrade. Don't care about the SMG. I don't think I care about the scout sniper. So it's 4 out of 6. That is actually kind of useful. For 10 supplies, I think we'll gamble. Probably on 2 of those crates. Sure. That is a mission timer with advantageous terrain. Extra action. Didn't we already have an advantageous terrain mission not too long ago?
Setting course for the Indonesian zone.
We're gonna see a revival of the strike rifle because it can actually take advantage of this. It is a hack. Oh, hang on. Before we actually infiltrate this mission, there was one more thing I needed to do here. And that is related to our crasher. So, the crasher received a little bit of a rework. It's mostly like these 3 ranks saw some changes, and then there was some changes to the camera perk, but the perk changes you always pick up automatically, but tree changes you only pick up if you respec. And I'm thinking we're just gonna do respec here so that we can see the current tree. So it's mostly, I think, Bladestorm is replaced with Sling Blade, an option to like throw your weapon at an enemy, and then maybe a little bit of shuffling here, although I think this is still all the same. Let's just do a respec. Respec selected. Soldier. Now this will reshuffle, reroll our XCOM row. I mean, yeah, we might eat this, but I'm not too fussed about that. Alright. So yeah, instead of aggression, there's disabling shot now here. I guess instead of aggression is we don't have aggression anymore. So trench gun, sling bait, disabling shot. This is still the same. Sidewinder. The Sidewinder I think has a new icon, I feel like. I feel like that had a different icon before. I'm not sure about it. And what did we get down here? Slice and dice, Shadow Strike. Oh boy. Untouchable. Untouchable and reflex. Like, there's Shadow Strike, and if you spec into Chimera late game, you do get saturation fire with your cannon. So, and don't have to say that I'm a little bit of a sucker for Shadow Strike saturation fire, but I think it makes more sense to go with Untouchable and Reflex. That feels like a really strong combo. On your swash. Melee attacks with a reactive pistol shot. I don't... That is not clear enough for me, that description. Is it like... if I melee attack somebody, then I will also give them a shot? Is it if somebody in my squad melee attacks anything and it's in my line of sight, I fire my pistol randomly in that direction? Anyway, I think mostly for reasons, we're gonna stay with the same kind of approach. This is now gonna be the question. So we're no longer just gonna go into aggression because we don't have aggression available anymore. We could pick Sling Blade as an additional, as kind of a ranged attack, make up for the fact that we don't have Slugshot. 2-turn cooldown. I would give us cooldown ability for Dervish also for resetting that. Disabling shot when we can't deal with an enemy in a turn. But we only have a shotgun, so we would kind of be a melee range disabling person. Or it all comes back down to trench gun and having a trench gun for that first network tower. And for any other situations where trench gun might be useful. I kind of thinking trench gun's gotta be the play here. So high is what? 49 points. So we can pick up maybe a pistol skill here with the remaining points. Invest some XCOM AP. If we have a lot of XCOM AP, invest some more. Okay. Crasher fixed. Let's go back to setting up the mission. Let me actually check here. I was thinking about Crasher Agent, right? Since we need to hack something anyway, and they both can take good advantage of the extra actions we get on the mission. But we are currently scanning to find Liberation Part 3. And there are probably some more of the higher ranking people available to run that mission. Okay, Ranger is going to be great with the extra actions. Bring the Shredder. And if we want to ranged hack something, let's bring our Specialist. We do know from last time that Tesla Trooper does not really get too much advantage from the extra actions outside of, you know, working with that mobility. Laser weapons. I think I actually will bring that RPG again. Trying to save money so I don't need to buy any equipment for the guys. That's really... Okay, we have the laser vector lens on you actually already, so... a fairly strong baseline for the squad here. I'm just gonna bring Frankie, even though we don't have an upgraded bullpup, I think. And I don't even think I want to get some AP ammo for you. But I want you to get some XP. Right, get some equipment going. Now look at health-wise. 6, 7, 6, 6, 5. Your squad side sniping, that's fine. I'm just thinking about things like that mech. We're gonna fight more mechs. Do we have the firepower to handle them? I mean, we do have acid slug here on the shredder. And we even have an autoloader now. Can we give you... I just want to be cheap. I don't want to buy any equipment right now for these guys. Let me double check. I'm still looking at that bullpup. So that's 20 supplies. So I would go down to 15. And then I get 43 from the excavation, which gets me to 58, which is enough to get that engineering station. I think we're gonna grab it. A little bit more consistent damage.
In position for deployment.
Worst case, we're gonna have to black market some stuff again. We have 9 cores. Actually, nothing to sneeze at. Hello. How much intel do we have? 127. Strength 3. We gotta take this. I don't think this is optional. Ready game supply rates, we just gotta take. If we do an officer autopsy, that means we did complete trooper autopsy. We give you guys a bunch of trooper corpses to reduce infiltration time. So we would have a bunch of grenades, sniper shots from distance, Phantom Scout to keep looking at enemies, and if anything comes too close, we whip out the laser sword and kill them. Possibly. Alternatively, go to the Tesla, but they don't have reduced detection. I think we do it like this. Can we get anything to make your shotgun better? Not really. And I don't think we have a laser sniper rifle sitting around somewhere, no. This is not gonna be good damage for the supply rates. Do have a couple hours to spare. I could totally get a laser sniper if I hit the black market. But I also think, you know, since these are so high ranking, I think we can do this with 4 men again. And again, trying to focus XP on fewer people, making them level up harder, faster. Gonna make it tricky if we find that liberation mission now.
Sky Ranger deployed.
We're in the pipe. 5 by 5.
Let's see what kind of squad we have available. Also, what kind of timer the mission will spawn with. Okay, 4 days, 8 hours. That's terrible. That is terrible. I think we can do that with a boost. How close? This one is not coming anytime soon here.
Commander, we currently have
who do we have
limited
left?
supplies coming in. We'll need to seek out new means of replenishing our resources.
Combat medic, witch, combat engineer, gunner. I guess Tesla for scouting, maybe? We shift for scouting now. Probably Tesla has special operative, right? So that is basically conceal. Oh, for 2 turns. Yikes. That's gonna be good enough. I mean, we do have little chrysalids for scouting, I guess. Then the other question is, do we need any gear? Any upgrades? Can we build a laser ripjack? Is that a thing? It is a thing.
Avenger plotting new course.
Market is open.
I think Did not get an engineer or a scientist yet this month, so we probably want to pick one of those up at some point. We still have a couple days left here. First of all, though, let's sell some stuff. Platinum cores. Crystal's very interested. I think that's a trap. I'm really looking through the list here and I'm like, I don't want to sell any of that stuff. Maybe we can sell the stocks. We have an advanced stock line around. I think our snipers have some sort of stocks on their weapons already, so probably good on the stock front. I guess we could sell a little bit of melt. Maybe more Helium cores. Okay.
Setting course for Sector 2, Australia.
Okay, so that's the 5 guys I was thinking about. I actually think we're gonna get a bunch of trooper armors here. This is mostly about reducing the infiltration time. Oh. This is awkward. We're not gonna get around boosting this one way or the other. Since we have Gremlin, that also means we do have scouting protocol. So we've got that going for us. Then I definitely want that laser ripjack. Debating hunting shotguns versus regular shotguns here on those guys. I think hunting shotgun here is going to be fine. What else? We're going to need at least AP ammo on our cannon here. 6. Bring a spare medkit. Skill vest in there. I think I'll throw a bunch of suppressors on this. I wanna be as low as possible on the infiltration time here, just to increase the chance of, once we boost it to 120%, that we actually hit the vulnerable stage of the mission, to make it one force level easier. very frontline here focused. 2 shotguns, which are also kinda 2 melees. I'm not holding my breath too much for the Tesla carrying much. This is really like maybe for the initial ambush, and then maybe for scouting when we need it. But we also don't really have many alternatives. Sure, second combat engineer, come on, that's our combat drug squad. We don't have any weapon upgrades for the Viper. And then we have shifts. God damn it. Should probably also send the squad on the mission. Alright. Not Phil. Not you. Not you. And not you.
Sky Ranger deploy.
Squad green to deploy.
Alright, that was the thing we wanted to find here, so we can get the scientist out of there. And I guess we just continue scanning. It's not like we have really anything else to do. I don't think we want intel, considering we want to boost this. Oh, and this is also a boost. 2 days, 2 hours until must launch, so we're not gonna reach 100% here. I'm assuming that was a dark event where I knew what it was when we set it up. So it's worth the boost. I don't think we had any cheaper contact. Otherwise, this would be the perfect opportunity to contact a new region. But with 2 missions that we're boosting on the table, we don't really have the intel to spare. Even though we get intel back from some of these missions, we gotta boost them and launch them first. And then something like this happens that completely changes your priorities. Early UFO is great. Super UFO is like, I want to say, the most important mission to stop. Super UFO, if you're not aware, is basically so Advent increases its strength on the planet by landing UFOs, and if you annoy them a lot, they start sending super UFOs, a normal UFO being 2 points of strength to the planet, 1 in the region where it lands, 1 in an adjacent. A super UFO brings 4 points of strength, 2 in the region where it lands, and then 1 in 2 adjacent regions. So this would put our starting region to strength 6. This is like when your strength suddenly spikes and you can't run missions anymore. It's probably a super UFO you didn't spot. We spotted it with a 5-day timer. At the workstation in a facility. I'm kind of thinking this other mission here, Lima, for just the advantageous terrain mission. As much as I like advantageous terrain, this is kind of a low priority mission. We're not countering a dark event, we're not liberating anything. And again, this squad was mostly, I'm not sure if it's going to be able to handle the other mission, because it was mostly set up as a, hey, we have free actions, this is basically a freebie kind of thing. But we still also have 9 days on this. Even if we cancel it, we might be able to re-infiltrate it easily. Do we have anyone else coming out of the injury time anytime soon? 23 days? No. 10 days? Certainly not. 13? Forget it. 6. Yeah, I'll take that as a no. Still, I don't want to cancel my lib free. I definitely don't want to cancel supply rate, and I don't remember what dark event this is. So I don't want to cancel this. So we abort this one.
For Sector 16, Indonesia. Sky Ranger deployed.
They're all here. We'll be home in a jiffy.
And then infiltrate this one. This is pretty much the same squad minus the Muton. We traded out the Muton for our... No, hang on, you also weren't on the mission, were you? Yeah, regular Grenadier instead of the Muton, and then... Oh yeah, the Stormtrooper. Which I'm okay with. I think like this is stronger than the Muton, grenade-wise, and probably something we need for this. This barely gets us to 100%. Now, we did just get an influx of money by just having money. We could get a bunch more trooper armors to get the infiltration improved. I don't think we need anything weapon-wise, yeah. I don't like that usually. Like, I think trooper armors are fine, but they also have a very, very limited shelf life. Like, 1 health is just not very quickly getting to the category of not cutting it anymore.
Menace, ready to deploy.
Okay.
Setting course for the Australian sector.
I think then once this one here finishes, we might be able to re-infiltrate the advantageous terrain mission. An Advent SMG. It's the worst that we could have gotten out of it. Okay. Like this is really a trash item. But at least I think we get a little bit more money from selling it than what we used to open the crate. So I guess we got that. Right, this is plant will boost. Ooh, did this change? Oh, so hang on. I think so. You have this information here on the hover tooltip, which only pops up after a second, right? And somebody said this is really not visible enough for somebody who's like, you know, should I boost? Should I not? I don't know. So now it's been added here. Your cost, what the status is going to be after infiltrated, and what the expected activity is going to be. Also your intel. We run down the clock on this. I think we do. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting that to vulnerable. There's more office autopsy. Means now we can. Well, that's the good question now. What do we do? What do we do? Mech weapons, combat armor, or Alright, sectoid autopsy to go into psionics.
Though I was
With two rookies sitting in the barracks with the, hey, you're gonna be a psionic at someday. And I think then we have to commit and also get fairly early psionics. It's gonna make it a little bit rough as we're falling behind on weapons tech. I think so far we're still okay. We have some, like having a tech sergeant, this feels like a really early tech sergeant. Although it's just a Reaper. It's not like it's a Templar where you suddenly bring in the Bladestorm, the Arcwave super early. Yeah, okay, got the vulnerable, wonderful. Little bit of a longer mission, episode even, but we have a destroy the alien relay, counter a dark event, and then we can infiltrate an advantageous terrain mission. We got supply rate going, we got a UFO going, we got lib 3 going. We got it going. We'll see how it goes in the next episode. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. This is so long.